Get on the mic.
Hello, everyone. This is definitely not episode 6.
6? Wow.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Rock it out with a cock sound.
We're getting in there.
Let's go.
We are definitely getting in there. You know what? Someone told me that the audio sounds good.
Yeah.
Now it sounds a lot. We have literally 2. No one can see this. We're going to get audio up soon once we both
You mean
retire.
video.
Oh, video. Once we get video, we will both get... once we're retired, we will both get video one day. But,
With a face cover, of course.
no one can see that we have 2 mics in front of Bori bands.
I don't know why. I am one of the loudest motherfuckers you will ever meet, and yet there's 2 mics in front of me.
You're black guy loud, though. So here, let me explain it.
Oh, jeez.
I'll explain it. When black men are loud, they lean back.
Oh.
And like if they're sitting down, they lean back in their chair, like I'm doing right now. Yeah, you can hear that, right?
When you lean back a little bit, why?
Shoulder back.
Shoulder back.
Yeah, you look at that pose. You do that all the time. And you're like, yeah, I just want to say
That's
Exactly.
fucked up, bro.
But
Hey,
yeah.
earlier upstairs, you guys said something about CPT time, too. There's no such fucking thing.
What do you mean?
Okay? CPT time does not exist.
Colored people time?
Yes! We are on time, or somewhat on time, just like everybody else in America.
I have to concur with that.
Amen, brother!
Except only because I'm colored too. There is
Yes.
black people time though.
I don't agree
No,
with that
it
shit.
is.
Because people are saying it's Mexican people time and all kind of shit.
What's Mexican people time?
I don't know.
You show up 30 minutes before?
And leave an hour later after you.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
I don't fucking know, bro.
Yeah.
There's no CPT.
But yeah, we are on our 6th episode. It's been a ride so far, and we're going to keep doing this. If you guys enjoy it, I appreciate everyone listening and following. And even if you hate us, I appreciate you too.
Yes, please. If you hate us,
Listen to everything.
Please, just give us a like. Fuck. I'm
Fine.
gonna say some dumb shit, so yeah.
Listen to the show more so you can find more reasons to hate us, which will then boost our numbers.
Spotify has the capacity to leave comments as well.
Okay.
So fight with us in the comments.
I will not be fighting with you. I'm gonna tell you that.
And by us,
I will ignore your shit.
No, I'll fight with you.
and by us, I mean me, who has control over everything.
Absolutely not.
It was funny because she was saying, fuck the people on Reddit.
Right? Fuck Reddit.
And I could see her turning that switch. If this podcast explodes, she'd be like, fuck the comment section on Spotify. Fuck you guys.
Yeah, they're also on YouTube. It is just audio on YouTube because it takes way too fucking long to pull clips to put on there, but it is on YouTube. So you can go over there and subscribe.
No, people definitely
And
not.
thank you guys for your support.
Yeah.
So
But
first topic
no,
of discussion.
we're not done. If
Oh.
you are someone who listens to this show, do us a favor and send it to a few of your friends
Yes, please.
so that we can get it out to more people.
I concur.
Okay, and that's just Brittany's 2 cents.
And it's our producer, Brittany. I am Gonzo. And to the right of me, the great Bori Bands.
Bori Bands!
So first topic of discussion that I wanted to talk about, and it's something very near and dear to my heart that I care a lot about. It involves politics, the war in Israel,
Definitely not a political podcast.
the economy, and also
Yeah.
religion. And that's that Tinder created the height option.
Which one is that? Religion? Politics?
No,
What?
this will just make the war in Israel worse right here.
So, never been on Tinder, don't have an account or nothing like that, so explain, what's this all about? Tell me what this is about.
This is new?
Tinder thing you speak of.
This is new. So I don't have a Tinder either because I'm a Catholic. I don't.
He doesn't. He's a virgin.
Yeah, that's virgin. Super virgin. Yeah, but I just don't. No. I had a Tinder
Bro, I
before.
remember the Catholic girls' fucking skirts. Fuck off.
Dude, okay, I'll tell you why I got off Tinder like a long time ago. It was just because it really just results in like
It's a fuck website, right?
Not really.
Yes,
like, okay.
yes.
I mean,
Hey,
that's
hey,
pretty much what it is.
look at me.
Uh-huh.
We know somebody who used to work in our building who was dating somebody that we were friends with, and then she hooked up with one of my husband's friends, And we were like, hey, bro, hey.
I'm picking up what you put down. Yes, I am picking up what you put down.
So you're not wrong.
No, but I mean, ain't that exactly what it is?
No.
Or is it supposed to be a dating website?
So it's advertised as a dating website.
Then how the fuck does it make it on Pornhub?
Tinder?
Yeah.
Okay. You know what's funny? I don't know what's worse, that you know what that is or that I know what you're talking about. That's not real.
You pigs!
That's not real. Bro. No, that's not real.
So just explain this fucking Tinder hide option bullshit.
I do want to say though, any guy that just heard that and knows what we're talking about, you're a pervert too. I just want to let you know.
You dirty bastard!
Call yourselves out in the comments.
Yes, because Brittany doesn't even know what the fuck.
I don't know what's going on.
And T, you know what the fuck we're talking about.
Yeah, T.
Yeah, T. Jesus Christ. Always bringing up T. But yeah, so Tinder created a hide option, and I don't believe it's exclusively for women. I think but like men really don't care about a woman's height like that. It's not really a thing for us, you know. And
If you're into small people,
it's going to be primarily used for women. Now, what a lot of people had like criticism about, or like were upset about this whole thing, as far as it comes to the Twitter sphere and Reddit, is that this is just grossly unfair because there's not a weight option. Now, I don't agree with that.
Can I just
Yeah.
interject real fast? No.
she ain't 280, she ain't a lady.
Yeah, she ain't 380, she ain't a lady.
I've been off the dating scene for a while.
Mm-hmm.
But when I was on Bumble and Hinge, height was always an option. So why is it breaking news that Tinder now has a height option?
Because it's a hookup website.
Yeah, well, sometimes if you just want to smash somebody who's 6'9", then that's that.
That's disgusting.
No.
Disgusting. So here, I don't know if it was. I want to say maybe it wasn't always an option, but if it was, cool. I think it's because Tinder is the biggest dating platform, and that's why it made the rounds. But I mean, probably more people use Tinder, or maybe it's just because Tinder is the biggest one. Well, anyways, regardless,
Tinder is the biggest what?
Dating website.
It's not a fucking dating website.
Well,
My brother met his wife on Tinder.
Oh my.
I know plenty of people that have met their significant other on Tinder. I mean, it's not uncommon, but I know what the site is used, but it's like, it's not like, what was that one that got caught up and like all the files were leaked? The Madison Rose thing? Madison.
Yeah, I know what I'm picking up what you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she had like names and shit though.
Yeah, but like that website was like literally like come have an affair or come like get a girl and like come like, you know, these are exclusive like relationships for like having sex only. It's like that was a very like fuck buddy website. Tinder could really go either way, like from what I understand and from what I've seen in the past. So let me just explain, like when I was on the dating scene, it really became where Tinder was just like, I would go on a date and then it wouldn't really work out, or I would talk to a chick, get her number, and then it, you know, would fall apart and like we wouldn't end up meeting. Or I think one successful, like we went on a couple dates.
Did you smash?
No, like we made out a couple times, but that was basically it. Yeah. And wait, what? That's not dating?
That's not fucking Tinder.
Oh, that's not but yeah, man. So to me, my experience on Tinder was like very negative. So I was always like, you know, I'm not gonna meet the girl I love through Tinder. I'm not gonna basically like be like the man on Tinder because there's other guys that look way better than me. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna give this up and just go back to touching grass and like meeting girls, you know,
Mowing your lawn in your bare feet like that guy.
Yeah, and like meeting girls that work at Costco, like that's the bag. Dude, I don't give a fuck. Dude, there are supermodels in fucking Sweden that do not compare to some women that work at fucking Costco. I don't give a fuck what anyone has to say about this. Go to your local Costco.
Don't go.
You're gonna find...
Let me tell you something. Every time I walk in Costco, $400. I don't give a fuck. You walk in that bitch and you're spending $400.
Just go for the pizza and then see the 10 that's working on the register that's really... Did you enjoy everything today? Yes, I did.
I'm too busy counting fucking pennies in that bitch, bro. I don't look around in Costco. I look at the fucking cart and be like, hey, you can't get that. All right, no more.
I'm waiting for Costco to really make the final step in like a package service and like selling things in bulk. Hey man, make a 500 condom count fucking box, bro. I'm waiting for that shit. Or I'm
Did you say a 500 count box of fucking condoms?
Yeah.
Of Magnums, yeah.
Yeah. What's below a Magnum but not below that? A 22?
Sure,
1911?
Sure. I don't fucking know.
Okay, yeah. I'm not a Saturday Night Special, but I'm definitely a 22, 1911. Anyways, this being said, I never got into Tinder ever again, but still people really use it, and now it's becoming hot news. Now, I really don't see the problem. I don't see the problem with the height thing. I think that women should be allowed to like really like if they want to be that alone, like go for it. But it's true. Like if you really want to be that, like okay, Brittany said a good point, right? Oh, if I want to come up to Tinder, by the way, that's disgusting, but still, it was like, if I want to go to Tinder and just find someone that'll smash, that'll be 6'9". Fucking insane, okay? You know who was 6'9"? Magic Johnson and Andre the fucking Giant.
You know who was 6'9"? Someone that I've literally hooked up with.
Oh my god, dude. Aren't you like 4'1"?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's disgusting, bro.
I can't!
But yeah, dude, I don't see the problem with that because, like, guess what? Like, women, like, I don't know. I feel like there's this is like bubble in like the dating scene where people are like, men are horrible and then women are horrible. But this to me is like
a conglomerate of horrible. Got it.
Yeah,
Tinder all wrapped up in a nutshell.
but this to me shows me that like it's not necessarily like that one is horrible than the other. Is that both are pretty bad, and then one's for separate reasons, and other than that, like if I boil down, like let's just say weight.
What the fuck?
Let's just say they're both terrible. Both men and women are terrible in the dating scene, and I'll tell you why. There's collective good people, but if there was an equivalent of the height thing, someone that's really like an asshole or like a piece of shit that do exist in the dating scene would be like, oh yeah, well I want a single mom filter. I wanted this filter. I wanted that filter. You know, I want a weight filter. I want a cup size filter.
Right. I mean, what's next?
And that's what I'm saying. Like
just women posing fully fucking nude on their Tinder to be like, inspect me.
Right.
No, I mean you can just post a bra or something, but like I don't see. But you see what I'm saying? Like when I see this, I just see the loneliness epidemic for both men and women, like just going further.
What happened to just talking to somebody?
Bro, and that's the thing. Tinder and, social media ruined it for sure, but Tinder was like the nail in the coffin, because guess what? When you're on Tinder, bro, for most guys that are on Tinder, right? Like, I'm not talking about the 9s and above. I'm talking about the 8s and below. Because an 8 on Tinder is basically a 7, right? And a 7 is basically a 5, bro. Like, real shit. I'm a 7, 100%. If I'm really skinny, I look like Mexican Brad Pitt.
Yeah,
I've said this many a times.
We know.
Mexican James Dean, right? But right now, I think I'm a solid 7, 6.5, right? Bro, I'm basically dog shit on Tinder. If there was a way to rate me, I'd be dog shit.
But what you're like? What? You're a normal sized guy, 5'8", right? 5'9".
Yeah, I'm like 5'8".
Yeah. I'm 5'8" 3/4.
Yeah.
So okay. Normal sized fucking guy. I mean, we shouldn't have to fight that hard.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. Like there shouldn't be this uproar. There shouldn't be people getting upset. And there shouldn't be this thing of people trying to get it even.
It doesn't matter anyway, because dudes lie about their height all the fucking time.
Yeah, like just now,
if you're that fucking pressed, just put that you're 6'4" and show up with your 5'5" ass. It's fine.
Gosh.
Yeah, yeah. I just lied about my height. I'm actually 5'1". On Tinder. On Tinder, yeah, because if I posted I'm 5'8", oh, so you're a midget, and then I'll have an actual midget telling me that like, oh, you're not 6 foot, oh, you're a fucking midget, you know. But this to me just shows like the epidemic of lonely people is just going to keep going, because this type of filter, I mean, hey, the average person in the United States is like what, 5'10", 5'9"?
I think it's 5'8", 5'9", yeah.
Yeah, most people aren't that fucking tall. I'm sorry to break it to y'all, right? And what else do you want to like measure, like their income and stuff like that, or like their?
I mean, you gotta click on there.
No,
It's not Raya. You don't have to do that.
No.
What's Raya?
That's for the celebrities.
Yeah.
Celebrities have their own dating site?
Yeah.
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 What the fuck?
Yeah. And when like someone like Zach Bryan feels like slumming it, he'll just activate his Tinder again. Swipe. Yeah, and he does it in Oklahoma. Damn.
Wow.
And Oklahoma
Baller!
and Oklahoma 10 is like a fucking California 1.
That's not very nice, bro. Oklahoma might have some. Hey, their softball team was pretty awesome this year. So I mean, and you know those softball girls, those are hot girls.
Oh, I wasn't talking about like women. I was talking about the population. Like all their looks combined into one person. Like if it was dudes and he's a 10, he's a 1 in California.
So
in Chicago.
the all of Oklahoma's a 1 and California's a 10.
You know what they're number 1 in? In what is it? In poverty and welfare programming. They're number 1 in that.
That's Mississippi, sir.
Oh, that's Mississippi?
Yeah.
Oh, they're number 2 in literally everything. Boomer sooner. But yeah, man, I saw this news and I just thought to myself, people just are getting upset for no reason.
Absolutely.
The dating scene has been fucked up for a very long time. Meet yourself a good person that will
fall in love, get married.
Yeah, that will like you for you, and then just keep it pushing. Like if you listen to the megaphone that is the internet,
yes,
you will think that everything, like every woman is terrible. You will think that every woman is to this day, you know. And there's gonna be women that don't use this option. And what the fuck are you doing on Tinder anyways? If you really want to meet a nice woman, like go to church
yes,
or go get hobbies. Go join a run club, right? Or hell, if you think run club's already used up, go to a painting class, go to a dancing class. One of my best friends met his current wife, right?
Right.
Like on he decided to go to a dancing class because he didn't know how to dance. He's Mexican, and he met her. And they went on a date, and they went on 2, and now they have 3 beautiful children.
Nice.
They're still together. They're
awesome.
Very happy. Now, those are 2 of the like most copacetic couples that I ever met in my entire life. And you know why? Because they didn't just meet via a profile pic and everything.
Right.
So, all this to say that this is bullshit. The Tinder hide option is bullshit, but at the same time, it's bullshit for you guys to react like the scene wasn't already in dog shit. It's surprising to me that you guys think that, this is terrible because women now have all the control. Women have had all the control forever. What are you talking about? Look.
The fuck out of here.
Do more push-ups.
Yes.
Stop watching porn.
Yes.
And go eat some fucking popcorn or something, bro. Get the fuck over it.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, man. But this leads me to my next thing. Is God a woman? Because
fuck yeah.
You know why God's a woman?
Why?
Because life fucking sucks. and only a woman can create such a horrible environment for me to live in. Holy shit, bro.
That is not the sentiments of everyone on this podcast.
Okay. I just see Brittany staring.
God's a woman because, first off, if God was a man, and the only way to create humans is pretty much through a woman, I think we would have took the credit for that shit. But I think because it was probably so painful, we were like, fuck it. But
No, I'll be honest. I think God's a dude because of how like belligerently life gets.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, just because of like all the shit that we have to deal with all the time. Like, not dudes, just like the human race. Like all we have to deal with. It's just like, man, I gotta worry about getting cancer. I gotta pay bills. I gotta wait in traffic. Like, there's just so much negative things in life that I think only a dude would be like,
I don't.
nice. Yeah, I feel like God's like a stepdad that you grew up with your whole life. Like, he loves you, but he don't really, want to see you all the time.
He don't fuck with you like that.
Yeah, he don't, and in your darkest times, he'll give you a call. He'll be like, "Hey, you all right?
Right.
You doing
Hey,
good?"
player.
I was just,
Yeah, and like he always asks for money.
yeah.
No, it's not money. It's an offering. And I mean, and it's changed over time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it used to be a sheep, a goat, a chicken, all kind of shit. Now it's money.
Yeah,
Because we don't have sheep like that anymore. If I was a shepherd, yeah, that's what I would give.
Yeah, well, also pastors from the mega church, they can't afford the Mercedes Benz.
They can't afford the things
You
to
have enough
suspend
sheep,
them
you
from the ceiling with sheep,
Right. Hell yeah.
No, that's how worthless sheep are. Like, if you really think,
You're
not dogging out sheep, okay? They're a little.
What do sheep do? There's no
lamb
sheep.
chops.
Okay.
Yeah, you better leave
Wool too, bro. You got some pretty good wool shirts. I'm pretty sure.
No, wool's
with the
scratchy.
The pea coat,
Yeah.
100% wool.
Yeah, and that shit was always scratchy. And it looks cool. You gotta went on my Tinder dates on that. It looked pretty fucking cool. Actually, maybe that's why they didn't call me back. Show up in a fucking peacoat. You're like, who the fuck is this guy wearing a fucking peacoat?
Right? What the fuck?
It's 2015. It was at the time.
You're styling like profiling in a motherfucking pea coat.
Oh, bro, and my hair was long as shit, too.
Okay.
My hair still is long, but not as long as it once was when I didn't really give a fuck about anything.
I mean, you gotta look like Brad Pitt a little bit.
Yo, dude, I was styling, bro. And, like, I don't know. I think I was dripped out. Oh, I was telling somebody. I was walking with somebody the other day, and I had Adidas sweatpants, and then I had my Brooks, Blundstone boots.
Okay.
And I had just a regular black shirt, a John Deere shirt,
Yeah.
and a Lions hat. And when I wore that, I kind of looked at myself as like, man,
You're an icon.
Shia LaBeouf dresses like this, bro. Dripped out. Like, that's a compliment.
Bitch, you said John Deere shirt. No, you were not dripped.
No, bro. Dude, the best type of fit you can wear now as a dude is a simple things that shouldn't look good together.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
Or the I don't care what I'm wearing type of thing,
yeah.
But not too much to the weird.
No, yeah. Like that Carhartt shit is big.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I don't get it. I was like, what the fuck? It's just, I don't know.
Bro, I remember when Carhartt was $5. Look, let me tell you something. We talked about avocados last episode. The fucking whites gentrified fucking Carhartt. And it's kind of crazy because it's the rich whites.
Wait a minute. I thought it was always a white thing.
The
Carhartt
poor
just
whites.
got in the hood.
I grew up with the poor whites. And let me tell you something. When I grew up with the poor whites, they put me on game with the Carhartt.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And bro, like,
and it used to be cheap.
Bro, those Carhartt shirts or the Carhartt jacket.
Yeah.
That motherfucking jacket was maybe like 110, 120. Now, good luck with that. If you find one that even fits you, because they're always sold out.
Yeah, they're always sold out.
Motherfuckers cost at least $200 to $300, bro.
We had the like the coverall like winter suit growing up. Mm-hmm. They couldn't have been that expensive.
Oh,
growing
you had
up.
one?
Yeah,
The
dog.
Carhartt one?
Yeah, dog.
Expensive.
I had to do outside chores. Yes, I had one.
You said chores.
I had to put the fucking firewood in the house. Like, hello?
Wait, hold on a second. What?
You heard me. I had to
Firewood
put the
for
firewood
what?
for our wood burning stove.
For the heat?
Yes.
What year was this?
2008.
Where were you born again?
Pennsylvania.
Appalled.
Where are you,
Bro,
where are you from, though?
my parents' house was built in like 1903.
Whoa.
Okay, but I mean, you upgrade to like central air and
Okay,
gas.
Bori.
Yes.
Remember what I told you?
Yeah.
No inside jokes. What'd you tell him? Okay, don't divulge too much, but what'd you tell him? No.
My dad called me and told me that the roof was caving in on their house, and he put a tarp up there for winter, and he sure hopes that it holds.
How long ago was this?
Like 3 years ago. And I'm pretty sure the tarp is still up there.
I thought you said you were from West Virginia.
I'm from Pennsylvania.
If the tarp is still holding, it's a good tarp. Leave it alone. I appreciate.
So, but it's really sweet that you think that there was money to upgrade when we have a fucking tarp on my childhood home roof.
That's pretty wild.
So yeah,
Tarp?
the wood burning
So,
still.
wait,
Yeah.
do they still have a wood burning stove?
Yes.
See, and this is why I'm saying Carhartt was made for her whites. Like tarp on the roof whites. Real shit. No, for real.
And that shit is good, man. I mean...
And then Instagram ruined it, and let me tell you why. Because people started taking pictures with the Carhartt beanie, the Carhartt shirts, and now a bunch of people that never worked in a factory or construction.
Man, it's good for like if you work outside in the winter.
Bro, like Carhartt, I used to have Carhartt shirts without the logo on them, and they were like $5. With the logo were maybe like $12. They sold Carhartt at the fucking gas station where I was growing up. And I would just buy like a beanie or something.
Right next to the honey
The
pucks.
honey yeah. And the gas station bill. Clunk. Bro, I remember one time. I was telling him about this one time. Bro, I took,
Fucking shit.
it was like 600 packs.
Ooh, I hate you.
It was like 600 packs.
What? You said 600 packs and what else, fucker?
I put it in oatmeal. Just to make it taste better. And, I mean, it wasn't that bad, but 600 packs. Because I didn't know how much you would take, and I didn't know. I was like, whatever. 600 packs. What was it? Blue Chew. Gas station thing. Oh, like clunk.
He said, what'd you say, 17 hours?
I was on fire, bro.
This is why women live longer than men.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was on fire for at least 17 hours, bro.
Oh, fuck,
I
bro.
was the volcano of Pompeii
I don't
for 17 hours, bro. It was fucking insane.
Bro, they come from China. We don't know how much shit is in there.
They come from China?
Yes.
Oh,
Everything comes from China. There's no tariffs anymore.
All right, well,
Well, there is. On steel and aluminum.
let me tell you something.
Yeah, but not honey packs. There's no tariffs on honey packs.
If it really does come from China, no wonder there's like 3 billion of them over there. Because, man, when I was on game with that honey pack, I was, man... Devil could have came out himself, touched my dick, his hand was buddy. What?
6 fucking, you are so stupid, bro.
Oh, bro, no. I'm on
Oh
fire.
my gosh.
Now, you know why that I did that?
Woo.
I did it kind of as a joke
For
once.
who?
Because my man's told me about
Who was
that
the
one.
joke on? You?
My man's told me about that.
What?
And, of like one honey pack. And I was like, what?
I could do 6.
No, but so I've always expressed this about myself. I'm a very like I need more type of guy. Like even with like women, right? My chick can't just be white. She has to be pale. She can't just be black. She has to be the blackest, woman on earth.
Right.
She can't just be brown. She has to be the brownest.
The brownest, yeah.
And that's how I am with everything, right?
Okay.
That's why whenever I have to go on a diet, I hate my life because I'm like, oh, I can't be gluttonous and just destroy myself. This is bullshit, right? You're looking at a 3 milligram of Zyn and then a 6 milligram of Zym in the same table. Like I'm not okay, man. I always push life to its limits. I always do. I've always been like that. And what I found out was, okay, so my man was telling me, hey, I took this 1 pack of honey pack, bro. This shit crazy. And I was like, man, I took one.
Right.
And I was like, this ain't doing shit, bro.
How long did you wait?
I waited like an hour, bro.
Fuck off, you did.
Yeah. I was like, man, my dick don't... I thought my dick didn't work. I was like, ain't no fucking way.
3 hours later.
And then I took one more, and then I was like, this shit still don't work. And then literally I felt something like when I was midway in 4.
Uh-huh.
Because I was like, this shit, I must be doing something wrong, and then blah, blah. And then I was like, oh, I'm feeling something now. Let's go over the top. 2 more. Put it in the oatmeal.
You remember that kid that we were making fun of because he said that he did 15 edibles in one go?
Yes.
Me?
That's you. That's you.
THC,
No.
Oh.
That's why you should say no to drugs.
But I don't think Nancy Reagan was thinking about honey packs.
Maybe she wasn't thinking about honey packs. You can get honey packs at the gas station.
Oh, yeah. No, and the gas station pill blue chew clunk, chewing on them.
It's like I saw this woman on TikTok. You know the drink nowadays.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so I watched this woman pour 2 shots of it into a glass, and she was like, "Oh no, I didn't feel nothing. Next time I'm gonna do 4." And I'm like, God damn, lady.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah. I mean, it nowadays just gives you a little lean. But you got to do, about 4 shots.
I saw her laying up in the bed with her 2 bags of chips. I'm like, 4?
She probably went out like my boy and was like, you know what?
I'm just gonna drink the whole bottle.
Right.
Yeah. No, I felt bad for that chick because I was like, well, you know. She was just like, well, I'm done.
Right.
I was like,
she was probably like, leave me alone.
No, after like 30 minutes, she was like, yeah, I'm tired. I was like, all right.
He's like, where's the freak off when you need it?
I was like, all right, fair. Whatever. And then literally it was still on fire. Fucking the mountains of California. Like, that's all day. I was like, dang, all right. What am I going to do now? Dude, it was crazy because I just went out and lived life. It was fucking...
Dick hard as hell, just going out dancing.
I went to Harris Teeter. I went to fucking...
Hey, so you know how I told you, Gonzo, that I'm rewatching Skins?
Yeah.
It's like that one episode for Chris where he takes the Viagra.
Yeah. Oh, bro, I had no business. I was like 23 or some shit. 24. I forget how old. It was
when... walking around humping air. Just...
It was when it first came out.
like one of those little dogs.
Dude, no, it was bad. Yeah, I went to the ocean. I thought the cold water would help. No. Somewhere in Ocean View.
That makes the blood flow even more.
No. Which ocean?
Ocean View.
No, which ocean were you in?
Pacific?
Oh, that's a problem. You got to go to the Pacific. It's cold over there.
Okay. No, dude. So I went over to a beach in Ocean View, Virginia.
Okay.
And I was like, maybe this will chill it out. Went in the middle of the ocean. There's a dick print somewhere in some coral. Some Gonzo dick print. I was
bumping into fish and shit.
Oh, I was bumping, bro. Shit, man.
Oh, fuck.
I could have fucked Shamu in that. I was wild. The day after, bro, my
just
dick
drained.
No, man, my dick felt like it was lifting weights. It felt like it felt like instead of PR and deadlifts, bro. I was like, yo.
Your dick had lactic acid buildup.
Oh, Brittany's so upset. Shit. Brittany hates doing this.
Man.
Oh man, yeah, I had to get out the roller for my dick. Put it on the table. Go like, oh god,
don't touch me. Hey, you know you're sore. Don't touch my arms.
I had to get the lactic acid out.
Don't touch my dick.
Put it on the table.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. And the fucked up part is I'm a grower, not a shower, so I had to grow a bit. And I was like, oh, dude, this isn't working. It just hurts to do it more.
Boy, this took a hard left.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah. We all been 23 or 24 once.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. I thought we were going to talk more about Is God a Woman? But...
It's really spiraled from there.
T's right. Yo, T, you're right, bro. This podcast has no compass whatsoever.
No fucking direction.
Nah.
I'm supposed to be here as like the voice of reason, and I just let you guys.
No reason.
I just let you guys.
Why do men do what they do?
No, I think you just added too much to that sentence.
Now, if I would have,
Why do men do?
No, why do men?
Why do
I
hate you?
if cocaine was legal, bro, and I could do cocaine, my dick would have flew off like a fucking Challenger and blown up in the middle of the fucking
My
air.
God.
Could you imagine 6 honey packs and cocaine? Bro, you are fucking everything. Oh my God.
I fucking pencil sharpener on that shit, bro.
Holy shit. Drill holes in the wall.
Oh shit, they would have hired me in construction sites, bro.
Man.
Hey, we need a hole. I got you, bro. No, you wouldn't have heard. You just heard two thump. I'm sweating, bro.
Stupid, bro.
Oh, shit, I'm sweating, bro.
Yeah, you cold still, or?
Yeah, this previously to my next song.
This podcast is brought to you by Honey
Honey packs.
Only from China.
Honey packs.
You can now get them tariff-free.
If you get them at Costco, boy, you get them with your Magnums.
Hey, just saying.
Oh, fuck.
They're already selling Henny by the. Hey, man. Henny, like if you go to Costco and it turns into a semi-liquor store with the honey pack and the Henny and the 1911 1911 condoms, all right. Yo, if that happens to you,
Woo!
holy shit,
Man.
And then just in case, get a watermelon. Some melon or some grapes, bro. or fucking avocados, just to make sure you're nourished for the rest of the day.
Oh,
you will pass out. All right, final destination.
Final destination. Our fucking face.
I just wish that I had like camera, like one on you
Yeah,
and one on me,
one day.
so that they could see you two falling about your fucking chairs laughing.
Yeah. Well, one day.
One day.
I was gonna say my next topic was Final Destination. I actually got done watching that movie and it was actually like a lot of fun.
They're always fun though, bro. I mean, they're like, but that's the reason you don't drive behind a big truck with fucking logs right now to this day.
No,
you will not drive behind that bitch,
bro. So movies have like, movies can always like create culture within wherever you're watching it, or the language of where you're watching it at, or whatever. Mm-hmm. But movies push the culture. And exactly that. That's what I thought, because when I was driving out of watching Final Destination, literally, like, I saw a truck, and it wasn't a log. It was just, it had like those rods, those metal rods, just sticking out.
Yeah. Dude, I saw in Florida, I saw a car literally impaled by one of those. There was a helicopter landed across 4 lanes of traffic. It was backed up for like 20 miles.
Damn. Bro.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, there's so many things now because of those movies. Like, I'm just like, no.
Yeah.
I'm not going to.
Yeah.
I will not get LASIK surgery.
You talked about this.
Yeah. I'm never
No, I swear you talked about this in the last episode.
Getting LASIK surgery?
Yeah. Did I dream this?
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Deja vu.
I don't think I ever talked. I listened to the podcast, like the voicemails.
Yeah, because you're a narcissist. Got it. Yep.
Not to. I think the conversation's funny, so I'll listen to it and I'll be like, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. I listened to mine and Kelly's podcast too.
Yeah, like
I listened to it at work today, and I was like, bah! Yeah.
Exactly. Yo, okay, actually, this isn't going to defend me, but Kanye West listens to his own music, so maybe I am a narcissist. No, I don't think so. I'm the best.
I listened to it. I mean, I listened to the last episode, but the other 2 I didn't really listen to, so yeah.
No, I try to let just the numbers be what they are.
Right,
but yeah,
right.
I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, I'm never gonna get LASIK because of Final Destination.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But I'm not. And tanning beds, like, well, one, I don't really need it.
Yeah.
No, but during the winter in the Midwest, I'm looking pasty McPasty.
I don't know about that, girl.
You can see through my skin, just to be clear.
Yeah, in the wintertime, I look like you. That's what I'm saying. Like, no, man. No, I feel...
You've never seen my legs.
What's going on right now?
I don't know. I'm pale in the winter.
I'm just saying.
So, yeah,
I'm just saying.
I get a little peaked in the winter, bro. I get a little peaked. Okay?
Look. All I'm saying is, the legs would be the lightest part of my body.
I got you.
All year round.
No, I got you.
Yeah. Okay.
She said see through.
You can see through my legs.
But that's
See the veins.
okay, so back to what you were saying. You said you get pale in the winter.
Yeah, I get a little peaked.
Just wait until you see him in the summer.
Yes.
Wait until you see
You saw
him
me when I
after
came back over that cruise.
after football season.
Oh yeah.
Bro, okay,
Yeah.
is it fucked up for me to say this, but
What?
you look the same to me all season.
No. That's because you haven't known him for a year yet. You haven't known him
Okay.
for a full year yet.
Okay.
All right, just give it some time.
Right. I get a little chocolate. Then I die down to like, I don't know, milk chocolate.
But yeah, I was watching Final Destination, and as I was watching this, dude, I was like, holy shit. Like, I've been watching these movies since I was like a kid.
Yeah.
And then it made me think about, like, every time I watch these movies, I really do end up thinking about life a lot more. In a really fucked up way. I'm like, because I'm like, life is so short.
Yeah.
Everyone that dies in most people that die in Final Destination
Or
movies,
like yeah.
young people.
Young people.
So it always gets me dude. And literally, this is what I started to go on a diet after I watched Final Destination, because I was like, I literally told myself, man, I was like, I haven't achieved my goal. What if I died? And then I just envisioned my brother and my sister as pallbearers, carrying my fucking big ass, and I'm like, nah, I can't, bro. I can't. And like, I've always been.
Bro, what is your final destination death, motherfucker? I mean, how would you? Yeah, like you gonna get snatched up in the fucking ceiling fan blades or what?
No, you know, you really want to know mine?
Yeah.
7 honey bags. I was that close to death, bro.
His dick just exploded, and then he killed himself.
Bro, when I hit that sixer, bro, I saw my ancestors. They were disappointed. They were speaking. Oh yeah, I told you about this. Yeah, they were speaking native Aztec.
Right?
They were so disappointed. They looked at me, bro.
Like what the fuck?
Dry humping salmon. They spoke to me, bro. They were literally like, Tenochtitlan solo. Like they were. I was like, I don't understand you. I don't understand you. Maybe speak some Spanish.
Your ass. You are retarded.
No, but yeah, dude, I literally, you know, and that's the power that movies fucking have. Is like,
man.
I literally downloaded an app to track my macros because I've never done it before, and I started tracking my macros. I've been doing this for about like a week and a half, and I'm like, man, I eat like shit, and I've just been like saving it, and I'm like, I have a 1,900 calorie goal every single day, so I can eat 1,900 calories
No matter what.
No matter what.
You want.
Well, I have to stick within my macros. My macros are kind of crazy because my goal weight is 150 by
You are
2
fucking
years.
insane.
No,
You'll look like you'll be anorexic, bro.
I'll look like Mexican.
Yeah,
Brad Pitt.
I called you.
won't.
I called you earlier, and I don't think that you paid attention to me, and that's fine.
So she does. Yeah.
Most people aren't. Most
She
people
brought up my
aren't.
Spanish. Mira. Look,
Mira.
she was talking to me. Look, I'm busy at work, right?
Oh my
He was fucking listening to a fucking show, loud as fuck, and
Pee Wee Herman.
I was eating my lunch,
Right.
and I was talking to him. He wouldn't even look at me.
I was looking at my fucking food. I was putting a fork in my food and eating it. Yeah, Britt. Yeah,
All right, look.
like, just
All right. The
stab my
point
fucking
being,
monitor.
not everybody's as chronically online as me, but I called you Mexican Eugenia Cooney earlier.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Do you-
funny as fuck.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, that is funny.
Thank you. And that's what you didn't hear
when I was eating
No,
my food because I was so busy throughout the whole day.
You were too busy talking to him this time.
He wasn't there.
This wasn't during lunch.
Oh, wait, what?
No, it wasn't during lunch. It was one of the other times that I came in that you were talking about trying to look like some other person who works in the office, and he was like, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
150 pounds.
Don't make me change your name in my phone again.
Sad, bro.
So I want to tell the audience I saved Brittany, our producer's name on my phone to Whitey McPaleface. And she saved mine to Mexican Nick Cannon.
Not Brad Pitt, but
I only have one kid. I don't know where that came from, but it was
look like Nick Cannon.
That's from the 6 honey pecks that you were trying to like repopulate the earth or something. They were like, hey, we need a baby boom, and it's going to rely solely on you so that we can then deport all the children.
Bro. There's a
fucking bars.
There's a gonzo dick shaped hole in a tree somewhere in Virginia. People knock on wood on that tree and they're like, it is for good luck. And I feel them every time they do it.
I hate it.
No, but I was thinking about it. I was like, the power of movies, right?
Yeah,
like how much like they really affect us. Because like I remember when I was younger and I was watching Rocky for the first time. And actually I was watching Rocky 3. Not Rocky the first one, right? The first Rocky is actually pretty fucking terrible. If you watch it.
I mean,
he doesn't win.
No, he fucking loses, but it was a great fight.
It was a great fight, but he doesn't win. I get it. I get what the movie was trying to say.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like the second movie to me is the true Rocky. Because he beats Apollo.
Yeah.
And a lot of people think in American society success is often off of victories or money or women or whatever. So I'm not trying to say that and trying to spew that out because I don't believe that, right? But in the movie Rocky, if I'm watching a movie, it definitely defiles the experience because I'm like, yo, you're just a fucking loser. You had one shot and you failed, bro.
Bro, it was the whole rags to riches thing, bro. That's what Rocky
He didn't get rich until the second one, and he wasn't even rich.
No,
he was on advertising.
I'm just saying that. I mean, he probably got more fame and a little bit more money from the fight because he fought a good fight, and the rematch was guaranteed.
Yeah.
And then I'm pretty sure the rematch clause was a lot more money. So it was all about Rocky, who came from absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
And and fought the heavyweight champion of the world.
I mean, I don't think the acting was bad. I just think that the premise was just like, this is actually not good. And like him losing, and then like the montage was good with him running up the iconic.
Running up Philadelphia stairs, man. Come on, bro. They never had that.
Yeah,
and it wouldn't have been as of a big moment, I don't think, if he would have won. Had to run up the stairs.
Bullshit.
It wouldn't have, bro.
Bullshit.
Nah.
They just couldn't make a second movie. Or maybe Apollo's like, I want a rematch instead of him like losing, like not losing.
And then he would have lost to Apollo or some dumb shit like that. It was. I love the setup for Rocky.
I love the setup for Rocky, starting from 2 to 3, and even 4. 4's like four's more bullshit than 1. No, 4. You know what Sylvester Stallone was doing it because he directed it and he wrote
retired though, right?
Rocky? Yeah, at that point he already retired.
He had already retired.
And then Apollo. But that to me is like, a lot of people shit on Rocky 4. Rocky 4 was dope because Apollo was like, literally like, he's just kind of like a representation of most men that are getting older. It's like, it ain't over. It's true though.
Fuck off, man. That big ass Russian was on steroids. You saw him juicing.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
And he was on steroids, not testosterone.
It's a representation of like men that can't let it go. It's like, we warriors, man. We're warriors. And it's like, you don't get it, Rock. You still on top. And da-da-da. And then he's literally in the ring and he's like, don't stop the fight. Don't stop the fight. And it's like he has nothing to prove. He's Apollo Creed.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he's like, yo, I'd rather die in this motherfucker. I don't want to get old, right? And like that to me shows like
I just didn't like that one.
No, that should like okay to me. I didn't like when Apollo Creed died because when they became boys in the third one, I was like, oh, I need to see like 5 of these movies. This is dope, dude. But then like seeing Rocky like beat the Russian and everything.
Yeah, I mean back then that was. Let me tell you, bro, that was propaganda like a motherfucker.
Oh yeah,
but I mean, it really was. I mean, it was signifying, the U.S. beating the USSR
or wanting to. Yeah. Okay, well, let me tell you something about the USSR. Fuck the USSR and fuck communism. What the fuck are you talking about? So I'll tell you this much. Anyone, this is a big like thing in people of my generation and younger saying communism might be dope, and I'm not like right winger.
Okay, yeah, I'm not either. But I don't. In its form of communism, it's not a bad thing. But I mean, not that we're a political podcast at all. But I don't think they're like communism right now. It's more oligarchism or whatever the fuck that is.
Yeah, I mean, no, I'm just saying that there's plenty of people in my generation that are like, yo, capitalism isn't working. So
it isn't.
So it isn't.
No.
So we should probably put some guardrails in this motherfucker and try to fix this shit.
Right.
But the same thing, like, it's kind of like wanting to throw away the baby and wait, what's the thing?
What, the carriage and the fucking
the baby and the bathwater?
The baby and the bathwater. Okay. Yeah, I was going to say something completely different. It's like trying to throw away the dicks and the honey packs.
I mean,
you just have to throw
capitalism is it's not the greatest thing. It isn't. It's literally for the rich to get richer and the poor to get poorer. That's what capitalism is.
So a lot of the times, not a lot of times, since the beginning of this country, capitalism has been like a straight bulldozer of people until people started like actually fighting for their rights, and it took generations of people to get where we are. Like unions, a lot of people don't maybe understand the history of unions. People in unions used to get fucking killed.
Yeah, they used to be G's back in the day.
People that used to go on strikes used to get in arms and defend themselves.
Yes.
There's plenty of examples of people doing that for coal miners that were like, hey, we're not going to fucking live this fucking slave wage anymore. We're going to get our weapons up. We're going to create a union and fuck you. And that's what America like is as far as it comes to having capitalism work for us, is we need to put guardrails on that motherfucker. But I'm not going to throw away the dick and the honey packs just because shit's not working that well. There's plenty of kids right now. I'm telling you, man, it's all over Reddits and the Twitters that are like
the Twitterverse.
The Twitterverse, where people are like, "Yo, this is why capitalism don't work. We need more communism. We need higher socialism."
I think that it's more socialism, not communism.
We need more socialist programs.
Yes.
But, like people don't understand social security. I was talking to someone about this. It was like, yeah, but socialism is bad. And I was like, what is socialism? And they were like, well, it's what the Nazis had. And what I was like,
what is it? What is it?
What is it, bro?
Yeah.
And here, this is a good educational moment because we're going to pull it up. Because I don't know what socialism is. See,
that's literally everybody helping everybody.
No, I don't think so.
Fuck.
I'm about to ask God real quick. Socialism means of production are owned and controlled collectively, often by the state or the workers, rather than private individuals.
Everybody helps everybody.
That's pretty much.
I mean, it's like when the wildfires in California were happening, and that one water company like wouldn't provide water to put the fires out because it's a privately owned fucking water is privately owned.
Dude,
in California.
Excuse the fuck out of me,
dude. Yeah. They need their almond fields washed full of water. It's crazy.
I mean, it is crazy. I mean, that's insane that you'd rather watch the rest of the state burn than make money.
But it doesn't matter. You know why it doesn't matter? Because it's all the rich people's houses, so it doesn't matter. They can afford to rebuild or whatever the fuck idiots online were saying.
And that's doing a whole lot for the environment.
You know what's crazy though?
All that smoke.
I think things in California are gonna change because of how many actors' houses were really burnt down.
Yeah.
Bro, like Miles Teller lost his house. Miles Teller? Fucking little goose? Dude, that's crazy.
I don't care.
When I heard
their fucking house. They could have been able to put the fucking fire out.
Yes, that's the point. They should have been able to put the fucking fire out.
All those people wouldn't have fucking... Yeah, it's ridiculous. And yeah, it's fucking insane. Because didn't they tell some of the people, don't fucking build here because guess what?
It burns.
It burns. And what do? Because, oh no, we're overlooking the fucking... Okay, put your shit up there.
Well, you know what's crazy, man? We're gonna, like, because of climate change and everything.
Yes.
The Colorado River, the shit's about to run out. Like, like people... I remember reading this book, like a long time ago. And I was trying to impress this chick that was into like Earth and space science. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to read this book about climate change. And then I remember reading it and she was like, how do you like it? And as I was reading, I was like, yo, shut up. Let me read this shit. Like, this is getting really interesting. Because it asked me a question. The book was asking a question. It was like, where does your water come from?
Right.
And I was like...
Lake Michigan.
And I was like, what the fuck? I don't know where my fucking water comes from. This is back when I was in Detroit.
Lake Michigan.
Yeah. And like I was like, dude, like how does that even work? Like, and I thought about that, like turning on my water since I was a kid and it comes out.
Yeah.
And I never thought about where the fuck my water comes from. And then I thought about it some more where they're having like massive droughts in the South and I'm like, dude, this shit is going to run out. And what's going to happen? Like, all these people are going to move up. That's why I don't want to move to Texas. Because I know that shit... Maybe not my generation. I mean, even though they're seeing problems now, and it's actually snowing in Texas now.
Good.
Which is...
They can fucking have it.
Yeah.
They fucking need it. Yeah.
They need the snow?
Yes, fuck yeah, bro.
What do you mean?
You know what? I hope the fucking climate shift. I hope we start getting warmer and warmer, and those bitches down there start getting fucking...
Could you imagine Texas being like Minnesota?
I would love it. Love it.
The only reason...
Everything would be bigger in Texas.
Because then
the
they'd all...
snowstorm would be bigger.
No, they'd all move up here, and then we gotta deal with those dumbasses.
No, they love Texas too much.
Yeah, but the Floridians would come up here and fuck you, Florida.
No, they wouldn't. Well, maybe
they would.
The only...
Way too many old people.
The only reason
I'm kinda old too, but still way too many old people.
The only reason I semi-agree with you is because this would affect Dallas Cowboys fans. And, bro, I would be happy if I saw Dallas Cowboys fans suffer.
Dude, imagine them playing in snow in Dallas.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Jerry Jones would be losing his shit. He'd be like, I can't pay the snow. I can't pay the snow.
I can't pay the weatherman to make it stop snowing.
They would get a dome.
They already have one.
Oh,
they have a dome?
They have a
Jerry's
dome.
house. It opens and closes.
My, you know what? My mistake. I know that everybody.
When they want to see the flyover, they open it, and then if it start getting colder, they close it.
First of all, you know how big of a football fan I am. How could I not know?
That's Jerry's house, baby.
You know what's crazy about that?
What?
They can open and close the dome, but they can't open and close the control that Jerry Jones has on the team.
No, Jerry's the best GM around.
GM, coach, player.
Hey, the Eagles love Jerry Jones as the Cowboys fucking GM.
Didn't they tell them that?
Yeah, they did.
Keep doing what you're doing, Jerry.
Doing a great job, bro.
Doing a great job, Jerry. That is so fucked up,
when the opposing team tells you that, that's not a fucking good thing, Jerry.
Oh, no, dude. I remember when the Lions played the Cowboys, I was so fucking happy for that ass whooping. It's funny because I talked to the Guyanian Prince about this. You remember? Because it was like my first months really working with y'all.
Right. And
I told him, like, you need to bet the house on the Lions. Like, you don't understand. Because, like, the spread was fucking insane. It was like 10 points, yeah. And I was like, dude, bet the house on the spread, bet the house on the over, all Lions, money line, yards, catches, receptions, TDs, walking TDs. And he was just like, bro, stop bullshitting, bro. That's not going to happen with the Cowboys, bro.
Dak is going to throw 5 touchdowns.
Yeah, dude, Dak. How many interceptions? I think he threw 5 interceptions.
Dak is the best regular season quarterback.
See, this is
This is the argument we have.
Sometimes
I'm telling you, he's coming back MVP this year.
Sometimes I don't.
He's gonna lose in the first round, but he's coming back. He's gonna play MVP. Okay, he won't be the MVP. He's gonna play MVP football.
Sometimes I don't know whether or not you're watching the XFL or the CFL or something like that, because this is like a great take, bro. Like the Make-A-Wish kid that they bring out to the football field, he throws more yards than fucking Dak Prescott.
Bro,
what are you talking
bro,
about?
I'm telling you, what man? And he got another receiver now. You don't have to throw. You don't have to throw in triple coverage to CD.
And this is what he just said is the paradox of Cowboys fans. Okay, and I've said this before. You are driving down the street. It is raining, snowing. God is sending meteors down, and you got to drive through this road, right?
What?
And,
meteor?
And the Cowboys fan, and the Cowboys,
meteors, really?
and the Cowboys have, for their mode of transportation, do they have a plane? Do they have no. They have a 1992 Honda Civic with 500,000 miles on it, and they're saying, but
bro,
we got 2 tires from the Steelers, brand new tires. This'll do the trick.
Oh shit!
Bullshit, bro. That is such fucking dumb shit. Like, I don't understand it, bro.
If you look at the stats of this dude, bro, he throws. Man, I mean, a lot of it's garbage time, but man, he puts up numbers when he's healthy, bro.
So, I would like to say...
you are fucking... He said meteor.
I understand what you're saying, that he throws a lot of yards, but same thing I say about Joe Burrow. Wait, no, not even. Because Joe Burrow is actually an elite quarterback.
Yeah.
He's the opposite. Right?
Who?
Joe Burrow has no line.
No line. And
he's a great quarterback.
Yes.
Dak Prescott is not a good quarterback, and he has no line.
It's so fucked up, bro. That's so fucked up. Dak's not a bad quarterback. He just has a terrible line, and he's used to having somewhat of a decent run game, which in the last 3 years they have had not. I mean, can you name a fucking Dallas Cowboy running back?
No. Zeke. He's not on cocaine anymore.
Nah, he's not on cocaine, and it shows. Yeah.
No, man.
And who was the other one? They had a guy named Deuce, didn't they? Was it
Dude,
Deuce?
I don't even know, bro. Didn't they have Dowdle? Wasn't Dowdle one of them?
Who?
Dowdle.
Bro, see. Yeah, I don't know, bro. Yeah, they had somebody back there toting the rock, and yeah.
Oh no, that's Cooper Rush. Throw in the. Oh wait.
Toting the rock, man.
Oh.
Toting it, carrying it.
Oh, okay.
Cooper Rush. Fuck.
Yeah, I was about to say, did Cooper Rush throw over like 300 yards? I'm actually gonna send this to one of my old friends.
Right.
I love him very much. He's one of my closest friends. He's like an older brother to me. I really do care about him a lot.
Said meteor.
I love him very much, and I'm gonna tell him that I made a podcast, and I'm gonna send him this episode. And he's a diehard Cowboys fan. Whenever my Lions were playing, and I would, when the Lions were playing against them, bro, I called him up, and I was like, hey, how about them Cowboys? All I heard was, you motherfucker. Then I hung up the phone. I pinged it on him.
Hey, bro, it's amazing to me that these motherfuckers turned down Derrick Henry.
They turned down Derrick Henry? Really?
2 years ago, yeah.
Oh my god.
Remember, he was supposed to go to Dallas.
Oh.
He was supposed to be in Dallas last year.
That's fucking disgusting. R.I.P. man. R.I.P.
So yeah, they gave that up. Yeah, that's why Dak and CD got killed.
God damn, dude, are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
That's actually really fucking bad.
Derrick Henry. So.
Yeah, this shit's about to be lit though this season. We're about to have a really, really good time. I think the Lions are going to do it this year. They're going to go to Super Bowl.
Yeah, okay.
You don't believe that?
Next time.
Who's going to go to the Super Bowl?
I don't fucking know.
The Packers?
We mean, it's a good possibility.
The Green Bay Ass Packers. Or show. I totally believe that one. I was gonna say,
Did I dream this? Tell me if I dreamed this, because my dreams are crazy vivid. Aaron Rodgers going potentially to the Steelers?
Yeah, that's the last of the Mohicans.
Oh God!
If he don't go there, he's going
home.
Yeah. He'll go sit on the couch until somebody's quarterback gets hurt.
Yeah, there's no other team.
Yeah, somebody's quarterback can get hurt and then they'll call him.
I wasn't sure if I dreamed that. And
I would have said the Browns like a year ago. They did the opposite. They picked up every QB.
And I would have said the Bills.
They have every they have something to give out. Like, oh, you need a quarterback? All right, we'll see.
They got more QBs than janitors. Fucking crazy, bro.
It's insane.
They got more QBs than linemen.
They do have a line of fucking goddamn QBs.
Bro, you pull out the banjo, you start singing names, bro. Dun 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 dun. Dylan Shador, Flacco, ding 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 ding.
Watson. Whoa, Watson.
Yo, man, that shit's crazy to me.
It is, bro.
I literally don't. You know what's funny? I was trying to watch a part of the Wicked movie because
the movie or the Broadway?
No, the Wicked the movie with Ariana Grande.
Yeah,
and that other actress, I don't know her name. Yeah, but I was trying to watch it.
God,
what?
Cynthia Erivo.
Okay. No, she's not a bad actress.
You don't know that.
She was in one of my favorite shows, The Outsider. Great show. But yeah, I was watching it, and like, I was listening to people's criticism about it, reviews, and they were like, "Hey, it's a pretty good movie." Da, 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 da. I watched 10 minutes of it, and I turned it off. And it was just one of the most ridiculous piles of dog shit. Like, I just couldn't watch it. Ariana Grande really can't act.
This is you.
Yeah. What do you mean?
I thought you were giving somebody synopsis on the fucking show, but this is how you feel.
No, the reviewers were saying.
Oh, this is what the reviewers were saying. Okay.
This is a gold mine.
Right.
No, they were saying this is dope. Like,
okay.
Watch the movie, and I was like, okay, I'll watch it. Like, sure. And so I was watching it, and I was like, this is an unbelievable pile of dog shit. Like, this is just terrible fucking.
Bro, it's a musical.
I don't care. Musicals can be good. Musical could like
yeah.
I like me. One of my favorite movies is still Chicago. It's a musical about criminal women, and it's just like
fuck yeah, he had it coming.
Yeah, yeah. I forget one of my favorite songs of that, but yeah, musicals can be good. It's just that I think that like everyone was forcing this to be good because Ariana Grande is so popular.
I don't even care about her.
Yeah, and it's like most of us don't, but in the Twitterverse and with the youngins and with most like people into pop culture, they're really into this, right? And like they're aiming towards younger kids, obviously. But I remember watching The Wizard of Oz, the James Franco movie, and I forget what it was. I think it was just Oz. I forget what it was. Yeah, that shit was dope. That shit was dope as fuck.
I will say this, it's not about how well she can act. Did you even hear her sing?
Sing?
Yes.
Okay, so with musicals, it's still, like, for me, okay, I'll answer your question. Yes, I heard her sing. Cool. Sounds good.
Okay, now have you ever seen the stage production of Wicked?
The stage production? Okay, so...
It's a yes or no.
Okay, no, it's a little bit more complicated than that. I mentioned before that I have a penis. And took honey packs. No, I've never seen... I've been to musicals.
Okay, so this movie was not for you. This movie was for people who are my age.
Okay. When
that musical was extremely popular on Broadway. It's for us.
Okay. And this is the problem I have with this type of mentality. Because
what type of mentality?
Because it's like...
Well, you have a penis, so why were you watching it anyway? It's for the girls and the gays.
Why are you coughing?
I took
it. Well, I'll tell you this. Anybody that says this movie isn't for you, I automatically assume that you have bad taste and the movie you're defending is dog shit. So no, but I'll tell you, there's certain movies.
You just do it.
There's certain movies that aren't for me and I still enjoy. You know, okay, how about this? I remember watching Brokeback Mountain and thinking to myself, this is dope. Like, this is very good acting from Heath Ledger and you, Jake Gyllenhaal. You, Brittany, pointing at you. And like that movie wasn't made for Mexican, American, whatever, you know. It was just like, oh, I liked it because it was good. Any movie that you make, no one is gonna tell me that Pee Wee Herman was made, you know, Pee Wee Herman's Adventure was made for Mexican 29-year-olds.
So what part did you stop watching Wicked?
I forget what it was. I literally drowned it out. I just started watching something else that I like. I was watching another documentary about NASCAR and literally forgot that I even watched it for like 10 minutes. Yeah. Sad. I think I might finish it just to really slam dunk on this shit, just to really roast the shit out of it. But I'll be honest, it's definitely not like that good for me personally. I think music is made for certain people. I don't think movies are. Movies are a world and a story. Music is definitely made for certain people. Like when someone hears "Get Off That Don Julio, Act of Julio," that shit ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not.
You don't glow.
Yeah. No, I don't know who it is. I heard the mother of my child say that to me one time. She was just like, "Get off that Don Julio, Act of Julio," and I was like, "What?" She was like, "It's a song." And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool. You get it, girl." But yeah, like
So movies aren't for everyone, but music.
Movies for everybody.
Okay.
Music can be extremely geared towards certain groups of people.
Right.
I really believe that. Because, okay, let's do a test to this. How many times have you heard Screamo and like actually been like, this shit goes?
Never.
Okay.
Yeah.
And yeah. that's who you are. Like, duh. You know, I can't play Kendrick Lamar to my Mexican dad.
Oh.
He's just gonna be like,
but I will listen to classical music though.
but that's the thing, like that.
Your argument is the fucking stupidest thing I've ever heard because you're over here like movies are for everyone, but music's for certain people, but the music is what makes that movie.
That's a good point.
I mean, that's being like, you like Hamilton.
I do.
I fucking love Hamilton. Have you ever seen Hamilton?
The musical?
Yes.
Oh, that's when they mix hip hop and everything to stage. It's fucking dog shit.
What?
What are you talking about?
Fucking no.
They're rapping. It's like the Declaration of Independence. Rap about women, bro.
They do. It's hard to have sex over 4 sets of corsets. Come on.
It's hard to have sex. Yo, that is
Hercules Mulligan, my guy.
Yes.
It's wait. What was that like?
He says it's hard to have sex over 4 sets of corsets.
Yo, man, get your bum ass out of here.
Whatever, bro.
That ain't bars, bro.
Dude, I will literally beat you over the head with this microphone if you ever try to stand on Lin-Manuel Miranda's neck again. Get off my dog.
So I'll tell you, I've actually read the autobiography of Hamilton from front to back. I loved it.
Yeah, you just weren't as inspired as him or creative as him, and you can say that. Own it.
What are you talking about? You know, just for this, I'm going to make a whole script of Hamilton.
And it won't be as good. It won't be as good as his. No.
Of course not. It doesn't have little jingles. I had sex for the Declaration of Independence. Shut up.
That's
dude.
not. I'm going to kill you.
I hate it.
Yeah, they had Aaron Burr rapping, dude. Yo.
Yes.
Yeah, because wasn't Aaron Burr like something Diggs? I forget his name.
No.
Who's Diggs?
David Diggs is Lafayette.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And Thomas Jefferson.
Yeah, I mean, I really enjoy him. Like, he's cool as fuck. So I actually watched a musical just because of him. But it just wasn't for me, dog.
So
It just wasn't for me, dude.
You're too.
So I think that it stands to reason that a movie based off of a Broadway production
Yeah.
isn't for you. It's for the theater nerds of the world, which clearly you are not.
Okay. So I'll agree with you because I don't argue with women because I'm not a misogynistic person. I'm a feminist.
You're a feminist, and that's why you don't argue with women.
Me too. That's why the default is she, which is why when I texted you guys, let's fucking go, girls.
Let's go!
So yeah, I'll say it like this: I can enjoy musicals if they're, I don't know, if they're okay. How about this?
He liked Chicago because it's about murderous women.
This guy's crazy, bro. I like Chicago because it was fucking dope. It looked cool.
Because they sing about killing their husbands with guns and stuff.
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, yes. That shit went hard as fuck. It went hard in the paint, dude. When I heard that shit, I was like, oh, bars. Kill your husband, girl. Dope. But then when you're like rapping about, yeah, this is a free country.
Whatever, bro.
What a disgrace to Hamilton.
I could sit here.
The Federalist Papers are super cool, guys.
I could sit here and probably sing you the whole fucking 2.5 hour show. There's no shot that it's not like my top played on Spotify this year. No shot.
No shot.
Okay. What do you want me to say to that?
I'm just saying.
May. June. I love her so much. I love Brittany so much. It's so funny. Like I've never argued this hostily with somebody and still love them after the end. I mean, I really don't. Usually my friends, like when I talk to them, they're like, okay, this guy's not giving up on his opinions. But I feel that how my friends feel about me being like, okay, there's no point in arguing with Gonzo because he's not going to stop. That's how I feel about Brittany.
I'm not ever wrong, first of all.
See this guy.
Dude, one of the kids that we took to your office yesterday, he asked me a question and I was like, it says this. And he was like, no, I just don't understand. And I was like, it literally says this. And he was like, oh, you're right. And I said, I know.
I love that about her energy, though. It's just like she's a very emasculating person.
Today,
Rips people's balls.
one of my guys told me his name.
Yeah.
And I was trying to like squint at the list and he started to spell it. And I said, women are allowed to read.
She did.
What did he say?
He was like,
Yeah,
he just looked at me and I was like, shocker, I can read.
God damn.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, my period is like 3 days away.
Told you, bro.
You know what's
She
funny?
could literally pee a little bit and be like, oh, I peed, and it would be cool.
You know what's funny? I told that to somebody. I was like,
What?
I remember it was the scene from Get Him to the Greek, right, where Jonah Hill is talking to his fiance, and is like, she's like, we're moving to Seattle, and that's that. It's gonna be great for us. And he's just like, hey, are you in your period? and okay, I had a prior relationship where she was losing her shit on me, right? And I don't know why. I don't ever argue with anybody. And like I was like just taking it. I was like, yo, could you please chill out? She was like, no, you need to right? And that's how it all sounds to me, right? Like Brittany, after a certain point, it goes womp 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 womp. Hey, you, where are you guys? You guys need to show up. Did you hear what's happening in the news? Well, I just found out that
He uses my equipment, comes to my friend's basement
This is what she does,
to
right?
use my set for my podcast, and then has the audacity to try to fucking bully me for the last 15 minutes of this podcast. I have all the power to edit. Wouldn't it be hilarious if I just bleeped every single time Gonzalez talked?
And you know what's funny? After Audacity, all I heard was
Wah, wah,
wah. Like, she's smiling. But yeah,
I hate it.
I was talking to this to my ex-girlfriend, and I was like, yo, chill out, and she was just like, no, you chill out, and then
Oh, they never tell them to chill out.
no, and, okay, that was that was my mistake. I've learned my lesson since then, you know.
Yeah, that's a no.
And then I remember the day after, she was just like, I was like, hey, just letting you know, what you did yesterday wasn't cool, and you know, whatever, and you know, just whatever. And she was just like, I'm sorry, but you should know better. I'm on my period. And I was like, all right. Like,
Hey,
wait.
Did you know?
No, I didn't know, but
You need to know. If you don't know their cycles, bro, you're fucked up. You gotta learn them.
But then one day, I remember, like, it was like 2 weeks after that, she, like, I forgot to get her a cookie or something. And I was like, oh, my bad, I forgot it. And then she started flipping out again. And then I was like, hey, what are you doing?
2 weeks later, fucker. 2 weeks.
I didn't do the math. I thought they did it every week. I was like, what? Like, she's shaking her.
someone had a child with him.
2 weeks. What? Bro.
Let me ask you something.
Oh my god.
Let me ask you a serious question.
Oh my god.
How many tampons do you think that we use during the course of our period?
During the course of
Yeah.
your period? Or,
Yep.
or
Yeah.
the period or,
Yeah.
or year?
Period. One.
Okay.
One single one.
Oh,
One single
man.
period?
Yeah.
Bro, at least 20 of those.
All right. That's a better answer than some of these dudes give.
It's a lot, right?
Okay. Yeah.
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 It's not my fault I have a... wait. Fuck.
So if they said I fucking went on every week, bitch, 20 times 4 is what?
Yeah. And that shit's got like a tax on it. That's crazy.
Dang, dude. It's not my fault I have a heavy flow and a wide set vagina. I was so close. I completely forgot.
Bro,
But I
did you
saved
really
it.
ask her that?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Did you
No.
on your period? Do you? Hey, why do you get quiet? Hey, R, you on your?
I was like, no, I didn't get quiet. I was like, hey, are you you're fucking... And that's all I said. I didn't say period. And she was like, you can't ask me that. And I was like, you just said 2 weeks ago that...
She said it. You can't.
And I was like, what the hell is
We
that,
get a
man?
little manic sometimes.
And I concur with that, but like at the same time, I think I should be allowed as your man's to be like,
When's her birthday?
August,
Beginning or end?
middle. Oh, and.
Virgo, right?
Yeah.
See, I love that about Brittany. Is she'll be like, yeah, that. Like, I've never heard anything positive from that.
From what?
From her asking, like, I'll ask, like, she'll ask me that sometimes and be like, hey, is this person, like, when's their birthday? And I'll be like, they're a shitty person. And then she'll be
Scorpio.
like, and she'll be like,
Most Scorpios.
and she'll be like, yeah, they're a Sagittarius, fuck them, or something.
I would never talk about myself like that.
I love her so much, dude. She's the best, dude. No, but I was thinking about that though. Like, I didn't pick up on the cues, and I wasn't allowed to ask, and they created this whole thing of a misunderstanding. And then I'm like, so can I say it if you say that this is why you behave this way, or am I supposed to play this dance for a while? And
Play the dance.
yeah, I think I'm gonna rock and roll with that.
Play the dance, bro. Like, hey, it was gross to me for years. Why? Because then I didn't have to like get tampons at the stores. I'm like, ew, no.
What do you mean gross?
I would just pretend that it's gross.
You would pretend that it's gross?
Yeah, man, your period. Ew. Ah. And
It
guess
is
what?
gross.
And
Okay.
guess what? Like, that's why I never like. I've been married 30 years.
What if
Probably
what
bought-
if your daughter called you and was like,
That's the
okay.
first time I bought tampons.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, look at you, man.
Yeah.
No, I remember... Dude, my sister and my mom would fucking be like, can you pick us up tampons?
Nah.
As a fucking 17-year-old kid.
Hell no.
Hey, one time I forgot to put deodorant on and T bought me deodorant.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
God damn. You must have been smelling.
Yeah.
Damn, that's
Yeah.
that Appalachian armpit.
I am not even from Appalachia. Damn.
not even West Virginia.
I remember. No, she's from West Virginia. So I remember one time my mom literally told me, "Can you pick up some tampons for me and your sister?" And I was like, "No. Who the fuck do you think that I am?"
Well, they were both on at the same time, probably too.
Yeah,
Bro.
they usually link up.
Bro, sometimes they'll. Yeah, sometimes. In my house, they were on the periods every day. But just my mom.
I've linked up with random people. It's so weird.
Yeah.
Dude, but she was telling me about it. She was like, "Hey, can you pick it up for me?" And then I was like, "No. First of all, I don't have any money." That was my excuse.
Never did it. Like, fuck that, bro. I'm not picking up your goddamn tampon.
No, but
Yeah. No.
I'll be honest, I don't mind because it's like, whatever. If I have to pick you up some tampons, no big deal. However, with my mom at a time when I was younger, I was like, why am I doing this for you? Why can't dad do it?
Yeah, he probably never picked him up either. Yeah, your dad probably like, fuck that. Absolutely not.
You know what my mom said though?
What?
She was like, your dad's Mexican. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I'm Mexican. She was like, and she just turned her head like, really? And I was like, you're not making any sense. She was like, Philly, there's just something wrong.
I hate it.
Listen, I know what she means. I know what she means.
Your dad's Mexican.
You
And
are.
then what did she do? What did
She just give them the side. See, you're American.
Yeah, no, I get it. And then I went to buy her tampons because after that I felt bad because she was just I was like, and then I asked my dad about that. I was like, Dad, have you ever like my sister? Oh, bro, we did my dad dirty one time. We went to Costco, right? And we got my sister tampons, and then literally we bought it. Well, I bought it for my sister.
Right.
She wasn't there. And when I bought it, and then my dad saw me holding it. And keep in mind, I have my kid with me, and I have this box of tampons, and I put it in the cart. And then he, like, looked at it. And I was like, what's up, bro? And I was like, what's up, bro? And he was just like, don't put that near the food. And then it all clicked. All of it. Everything my mom said and everything. I was like, I was like, what? I was like, they're not used, bro. And he was just like, don't put it near the fucking food. He was like, Don, so don't put it near the fucking food.
Bro.
And I was like, what do you mean, Don? What do you mean? Like, it's just, he was like,
Bro,
don't put it near the fucking
it
food.
leaks.
On track, bro. We're tracking.
Bro.
Again, everything sounds worse in Spanish. And he made it sound worse. It was like, no lo pongas en la pinche comida. That's food. And I was like, I said it in Spanish, I was like, no están usados.
Oh, shit.
Not used, right? And then he said, I don't care, but he said it in better words. He said, no me importa la puta madre. And I was like, yo, this guy is crazy, bro. I found out later on in life, dude, bro, it all clicked in my head.
Oh, shit.
It all, like, everything.
I can't with you, bro.
And I can't blame my dad, but there were some things that just did not click in my head. I remember my dad was the only guy that would go with my mom to the gynecologist. He was the only guy there. He would be like arms crossed. I just did the arms crossed. He'd be arms crossed, just
He's down there with the doctor.
yeah, just scoping.
Oh, man.
Like he's turning in a fucking Chevy Silverado. It needs to be checked up.
He's QAing that.
He's actually like cranking the thing open.
He's over there. Hey, you're leaning on that a little bit too much.
You know what was really fucked up or really funny about it actually? When he saw it was a woman, he just left. He didn't tell my mom. He just left. He left me in there. Not in the room, but like in the waiting room. Like
I hate it.
he was like, I still remember this. The doctor came out, and she was Mexican too. She was like, hi, soy Doctor Torres. Before she said Torre, he was out that motherfucker. he was like, oh, my Chevy Silverado's in good hands.
Oh man.
I'm good.
She said, soy, and he was like, okay, bye.
Yeah, he was not fucking around. He was just like, oh, I'm gonna go get some tacos. I'm gonna go to AutoZone. I need to fix my light real quick.
Oh shit! Don't put it near the food.
No, oh yeah. So that Costco trip, I remember we checked out and everything, and then I had the tampons in my hand, and I was like, yo, it pays to not be like a fragile man sometimes. So I grabbed that motherfucker. I put my baby away and stuff, and then I gave it to my son to hold, right?
Oh,
and then literally, he acted like there was a Chernobyl nuclear bomb in my son's hand. He grabbed that motherfucker, and then he like looked at me while holding it. And he was like, what the fuck is this? Again, in Spanish, it sounds better, bro.
Oh, my precious!
He grabbed it, right? And he was like, in Spanish, ¿Qué chingados es esto? And I was like, bro, they're tampons. Chill out.
You're dirty!
That's for your daughter, bro. Chill out. And then he like threw him in the back. Right? In the like, dude, our his truck doesn't have the cover on it. He put it on the flatbed.
They like fly out the back while you're driving down the highway.
And that's what I thought was gonna happen. So I grabbed him. But
I can't breathe.
So when he was starting the car, I went back and that motherfucker reached out for it because I was like, yo, I paid for these. My sister got to pay me back. So I'm grabbing it. I walk in and I hide it like behind me. I sit down, and then as he starts his car, I make sure that he's not parked in reverse because he will like stomp on the accelerator. So while he has it at park, he's like putting on the seatbelt. I throw it on him. Now, granted, I was aiming for his chest. I hit him right in the face, bro. Dude, you would have thought I bitch slapped his grandma the way that he acted. And I've heard noises, bro. Me and my dad when we were together at some point in Compton.
Right.
It wasn't even in Compton. It was in downtown LA. We've been shot at by people.
Right.
Serious danger, dude. We've been in situations where I remember I almost drowned. And he had to pick me up and straight face. He was just, I remember when I was drowning, he grabbed me by my arm. He lifted me up. He was just like, you need to learn how to swim. Straight up. Like, he was like, you need to learn how to swim. But he said it kind of funny. He was
and then
just
he
like,
let you go.
He was like,
sunk back down.
He was like, he said actually, like, this is how you drown. And then he put me on his back and he was just like, you okay? And I was like, and then he was just like,
oh, see, that's how I know you're not white.
So then, right?
Dude, my uncle threw me off of a fucking pontoon boat and was like, figure out how to swim.
Swim or die is what I told
literally.
my kids. Yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, we would just throw our kids to swim or die.
No, it's funny. My dad after that took me to swimming classes, so it must have connected. But I remember all those faces after we once got shot at. He literally looked at me and he was just like, and he did a body scan. He didn't ask me if I was okay. He just did whoop, whoop, checked one side, checked another, looked at my head, grabbed my head. He was just like, all right, let's go get that cake because your mom's asking for the cake and we gotta go get it. That's how he did it.
Fuck that cake!
That was it. And I was like, okay, but to see him with a box of tampons on his body, you would have thought that all of his fear he ever felt as a child,
as a man,
everything that he's pushed away, it all went out all at once.
Oh my God.
He was just like, bro, he started swinging at me, like swinging his arm, right? Bro, but I'm older, so I'm like block. And then my son's laughing in the back. That's what made it worse, bro. My son was like, he was like, why is Grandpa mad? And I was just like, he's fine.
You're the worst.
And then he looked at me, man, and he was like, no. Wait. So he said, never again in your life. But he said it like in Spanish. I'm gonna translate it in Spanish. He said, "Nunca jamás en tu vida." I was like, "Yo, this motherfucker."
He said it in that serious voice.
Oh, bro.
Oh shit.
I've never seen that. So yeah, women have periods.
Okay. And that's you're rapping because
Oh yeah, sorry. Are we? Wait, what's our time right now?
Bro.
over an hour and 30, an hour and
wow.
34.
Yeah, I don't think we talked about shit.
No, we talked about it.
No, we definitely did not talk about a fucking thing.
No, we talked about the war in Israel a little bit.
Yeah, touch base.
Touch base.
Touch base on it.
Yeah, man.
Economic
That's fucked
prosperity.
up. Yeah, the war in Israel. You mean the slaughter,
No, I'm talking about. Well, no,
The massacre.
the massacre?
What are you guys talking about? I was talking about how Tinder height options are causing the war in Israel. And we are not a political podcast.
We are not.
But we are definitely not. Thank you for listening. We appreciate y'all.
Like, subscribe, leave comments,
Get off the mic.
tell your friends, and get off the mic.